My name is Ahlam Al Tauqi. I was an engineer. Well, I'm still an engineer. I just decided at some point to do a major career change after, of course, I was introduced to NLP, and that was in 2018. That's when my journey with NLP started, and I did NLP with different institutes until I landed with the Tad James Company. I started with the Tad James Company 2023, mid 23, and then I did the refresher NLP practitioner and a refresher NLP master practitioner. And then after that, I was so much invested into bringing change to people and allowing them to empower themselves the way that I felt empowered with NLP, through NLP, and of course, other modalities that Tad James also provides, right? My journey has been quite interesting because it was on and off, and I still coached, but it was more from an act of service than from a career perspective or a business perspective. And then eventually I realized I could do this permanently. And then I decided to take the NLP train the trainer and train the trainer, and I'm planning to take the timeline therapy train the trainer so that I can bring together all these modalities and knowledge and skills so that I can provide more to the people around me. In 2018, I was in a period where I was stuck. I felt stuck. And I wasn't getting what I really wanted. I felt like something was missing. And how did it happen that I chose NLP was because of my sister. My sister, because I had this scholarship, I had this money sitting in the company that was giving me a scholarship account, and I didn't know what to do with it. And I didn't want to do another master degree or another PhD. That didn't call for me. And then she started telling me about self-development and how you can get personal development courses, and maybe you can research something related to that. And I was like, okay, what can I do? And then I started doing the research, right? And as I was doing research, I landed on NLP, and I discovered what NLP was. And I started, again, synchronicities or just algorithm. I started getting this nudges from the social media on NLP and what it does, and coaching and what coaching does. And I say, why not? Let me try. And because I've always been into self-development since the beginning of my life. Since I was a kid, the only book I would read would be either bibliography or self-development books, right? And I was like, okay, but I know I have all these knowledge, but it's just knowledge. It hasn't been put into context and action. For me, it was still just knowledge staying there. And once I went through NLP, I realized I could use all this knowledge and I could use it in a more structured way, because NLP does that for you. The thing I wish people knew more about NLP is how effective it is, because there is a lot of misconception around what NLP does. And because everybody, when you tell them NLP and they tell you, and they ask you what is it, and you say it's the neuro-linguistic programming, they're like, oh, so it's the brainwash program. I'm like, no, it's not. It's the language of the brain. It's how to effectively communicate with your brain and the intelligence of your body to create long-lasting results in your life, and the results that you really want. It's also about gaining clarity of what you really, truly want for yourself.